Hi, everyone, and welcome to Who Threw the Curve. And this is a Robert Ruiz rant. And today we're going to be speaking on 10 disturbingly common reasons men don't invite women on a second date. All right, let's dive into the murky waters of modern dating with a hefty dose of sarcasm and humor. Here we go. The first date. A magical evening filled with awkward silences, forced laughter, and the occasional food stain on your shirt. But what happens when the magical evening doesn't lead to a second date? Here are 10 disturbingly common reasons why men might not invite women out again, served with a side of sarcasm and humor. Number 1. The ghost of ex-girlfriend's past. Men are simple creatures, often haunted by the ghost of ex-girlfriend's past. If you happen to remind him of his ex in any way, be it your laugh, your hairstyle, or the way you order your coffee, he might just run for the hills because who wants to deal with the unresolved emotional baggage when you can just swipe right on someone new? Number 2. The social media stalker. In the age of social media, a quick scroll through your Instagram can reveal more about you than a 3-hour conversation. If he finds a photo of you with your ex, a political rant, or, heaven forbid, a picture of you without makeup, he might decide that a second date just isn't worth the risk. After all, why get to know the real you when he could judge you based on a carefully curated snapshots? Number 3. The check dance. The dreaded check dance. Should he pay? Should you split it? Should you offer to pay and then insist he doesn't let you? If the first date ends with an awkward exchange over the bill, he might decide that navigating the complexities of modern dating etiquette is just too much work. Better to stick with the Netflix and takeout. Number 4. The oversharer. First dates are all about getting to know each other, but there's a fine line between sharing and oversharing. If you spend the evening detailing your last breakup, your cat's dietary habits, or your collection of vintage spoons, he might decide that a second date would be more like a therapy session than a romantic evening. Number 5. The phone addict. In the age of smartphones, it's all too easy to get distracted by notifications, texts, and the latest TikTok trends. If you spend more time looking at your phone than at him, he might decide that a second date would be a waste of time. After all, why compete with a tiny screen for your attention? Number 6. The future planner. Talking about the future is great on the third or fourth date, but if you spend the first date discussing wedding plans, baby names, and your dream house, he might decide you're moving a little bit too fast. Men like to take things slow, like a sloth on a lazy Sunday afternoon. Number 7. The food critic. Everyone has their food preferences, but if you spent the entire meal critiquing the restaurant, the menu, and the way he chooses food, he might decide that a second date would be more of a culinary critique than a romantic evening. After all, who wants to date Gordon Ramsay? Number 8. The fitness fanatic. Fitness is important, but if you spent the entire day talking about your workout routine, your protein shake recipe, and your latest marathon, he might decide that a second date would be more like a boot camp than a romantic evening. Men like to relax and not feel like they're being judged for ordering dessert. Number 9. The drama queen. Everyone has their share of drama, but if you spent the entire day talking about your latest feud with your best friend, your crazy boss, and your neighbor's barking dog, he might decide that a second date would be more like a soap opera than a romantic evening. Men like peace and quiet and not a front row seat to the latest episode of As the World Turns. Number 10. The chemistry conundrum. Sometimes despite all the right moves and the best intentions, the chemistry just isn't there. If he didn't feel that spark and that connection, he might decide that a second date would be a waste of time. After all, why force something that just isn't meant to be? There you have it, a sarcastic and humorous take on why men might not invite women on a second date. Thank you for listening to Who Threw the Curve. Don't forget to like us, share us, and subscribe. Thanks.